you guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Monique here, and I know I've been gone a long time, but it's okay because I was doing some important things. I got a lot of great things in the work, and I cannot wait for you guys to see. Public service announcement, PSA for all of my ladies, young and old. But and I wanted to go to the one in Atlanta. Why? Because it was an all girls campus, and it was so much going on where I live that I just stayed getting in trouble, stayed running with the wrong crowd. So I just kind of wanted to get away and start fresh where, you know what I'm saying, where I could just, meet new people, be me. And what I was doing at home, it was really holding me back from where I was trying to go. So I just needed to have a fresh start. So that's why I said I was gonna go. So that's why I ended up in Job Corps in Atlanta. And that was my first time ever being away from home, like as far as another state without my family. Like we going on family vacation type thing. But it was just me by myself. So that was a very emotional day when my dad came with me to the bus station and, said the goodbyes and me, I'm a daddy's girl, so I'm boo-hooing. And the lady, she was like, all right, come on, it's time for you to get on the bus. You gotta leave, sir. If you don't leave, she ain't gonna go. She might change her mind, but I got on the bus, you know what I'm saying? I got to Job Corps. It was lit. You feel me? That experience I had at Job Corps, it was so lit. Me, I've always been shy. I've always been to myself. And it's like when I went to Job Corps, I ended up peeling open my petals. You know, I started to talk a little more. I was still shy though, but I started to talk a little more. And, I started meeting friends and shit. And that was like the first time I ever been around a bunch of girls to whereas it's not just, oh, I don't like you because it is. You know what I'm saying? Because us females, we can really just tear each other down when we really supposed to uplift one another. And it's like I had the best group of friends at Job Corps, and some of them to this day I still check on them. You know what I mean? Like that's a bond that'll never end. But anyway, so I'm at Job Corps. I probably was there about 2 months, almost 2 months before I got kicked out. And the reason behind me getting kicked out was because some girls there tried to rape me. A group of girls there tried to rape me. And my thing is, I don't do nothing to nobody. I don't start drama. I don't like being in drama. So this is how the story went. So it was a girl there. She say she saw me in the orientation group, but I don't remember seeing her then. I'm gonna call her Erica. So I remember seeing Erica probably like the second day, maybe passing through the halls after we had got our dorms and stuff. And I think I remember seeing her like going to breakfast or lunch or something, one of them. And so I ended up becoming close with her or whatnot. And mind you, I was in my first, lesbian relationship with my first girlfriend back home. First time doing this long distance thing, so y'all know how that go. So I end up kicking it with this girl or whatever, and everybody around campus, you know what I'm saying, they was like, oh shit, she date the new girl. Me, I'm the new girl. But as the weekend was coming up, you can either, if you stayed in Atlanta and you have family, you can go home and visit your family or whatever, you know what I'm saying, on the weekends. If you had somewhere to go, you could go. You didn't have to stay on campus. So me, I ain't had nowhere to go, you know what I'm saying. My family back, in Alabama. And it's like, shit, I'm just chilling at the campus with everybody else who, ain't got nowhere to go on the weekend or whatever. We just chilling at the campus. And of course, we would leave the campus and go places, you know what I'm saying, like the underground and stuff like that. But we came back, right? And so I'm in my dorm just chilling, watching movies on my laptop. And I hear somebody knock on my door. So I get up and it was one of the girls, Erica's roommate. We gonna call her Tiffany. Tiffany knocked on the door and she was like, "Hey, yo, Ev, you got a lighter?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." So I turned around and, go get it, come back to the door, give her the lighter. She was like, "Hey, yo," she was like, "Come walk with me to the dorm real quick." And I was like, "Okay," you know what I'm saying? I ain't think nothing of it because, you know what I'm saying, I'm just walking down there. I'm not going in or nothing. So I was like, "Okay." So I walked down there. She was like, "So what you doing?" I was like, "Shit, nothing, just chilling, watching movies on my laptop." She was like, I was like, "What about you?" She was like, "Oh, nothing, just about to go smoke this cigarette, whatever, whoop whoop." And I'm like, "Okay." So we get down the hall because we stayed on the same hall. She just was on the other end. So I get down there to her dorm room. She walks in. I stand at the door. We ain't supposed to be in nobody else's dorms but our own. She was like, "Come in. What you stand at the door for? Come in." I was like, "No, I'm good right here." I was like, "We ain't supposed to go in each other's dorms anyway." She was like, "Man, it's the weekend." So I walks in. I see one of her friends laying on a sofa, and then another one of her friends came from behind the door and shut it when I walked in the room. So I sit down. The girl, she tapped her on the shoulder, the one that was laying down on the sofa, and tell her, "Look who's here." So she sits up, and that raises my suspicion already. But I just walks in, and I sit down when the girl sat up, and she was like, "Oh, yo, yeah, what's up?" And I'm like, "Hey, y'all." She was like, "Okay, now the party's really about to start." What the fuck? What do you mean the party's really about to start? So now y'all done made me hella nervous. So as I try to get up, because I feel like now, because of all the stuff I've been through in my life, and at that time I was 22, I believe, 21. I think 21, about to be 22 the next following year. So I was like, all of the stuff that I've been through, you know what I'm saying? That right there, that's the second red flag. I need to get the hell on. So I gets up and I try to go to the store. Mind you, Tiffany is a big body bitch. You feel me? That motherfucker big. And back then, 2006, I was little. I probably weighed a $120 for real. And you know what I'm saying? So I gets up trying to go to the door, right? Trying to get out because at this point, I feel threatened. I don't know what they about to do. I don't know what they have planned because the little stuff that they saying, it ain't sitting right with me. So I'm like, okay, get your ass up and get the fuck about this room. So I try to get up out the room. When the other girl had shut the door as I entered, it's like a little linen closet to the right of the door. So it was on my left since I was in the room already trying to go out. So the door was shut. One of the girls was standing in front of the one that shut it. And Tiffany, big body ass, she was like, "Oh, no, you're not finna go nowhere," pulling on me, grabbing on me. And the other girl that was on the sofa, she gets up and she starts pulling on me, grabbing on me like they're trying to take my clothes off. And then they push me into that linen closet and shut the lights off. So at this point, I am in panic mode. I am in survival mode because I don't know what the fuck they finna do to me. I just feel like you're trying to rip my clothes off, so I feel like, okay, so you're trying to rape me. That's what you're trying to do. So I fought this, that, and the third, did whatever the fuck I could do to get up out that linen closet, which I did, and then bum rush the other girl that was standing in front of the door to get out. So I bum rushed my way out the front door, and I ran all the way down to my dorm. I sat in my dorm for the rest of that day. I go outside and, smoke a cigarette under the gazebo. And I'm just chilling, and a couple of, my classmates, they came and they was like, "Yo, Ev, we heard what happened. Like, what's going on?" I was like, "They tried to rape me." Like, and they was like, "Well, shoot, she going around saying you was trying to fuck or whatever, but we know that's not true." They was like, "You need to go ahead and tell, because if she feel like she can do that to you, she gonna feel like she can get away with it with anybody. So you need to tell, what happened. You know what I'm saying? Don't just keep it a secret." And they shared some stories in their life, you know what I'm saying, that made me just get the courage to speak up on it. You know what I'm saying? Because out of all the things I've been through my life, I've never ever spoke up. So I was still in that same type of mindset. Just keep my mouth shut. You know what I'm saying? So that Monday, I went to the guidance counselor. I told her everything that happened over the weekend. This little bitch, she gonna be like looking at me in disbelief already. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, okay. So she calls Tiffany and she tells her to come to her office. Tiffany comes in the office acting like she ain't did nothing over the weekend. She has no idea what I'm talking about. Like, I'm just pulling it out my ass, honey. Like, and then the guidance counselor, she's sitting there like, so you're saying Tiffany did this and that, and Tiffany has never ever been in trouble since she's been here, and now all of a sudden, since you come, now you want to accuse her of rape. That's the reason why a lot of girls keep their mouth closed when they've been hurt by someone, because they're automatically judged. They're automatically looked at like, oh, they must be lying. Oh, they want it for attention. Oh, they want to just falsely accuse. Oh, I know this person, so I know this can't be true type of thing. So that's why it's hard for a lot of females to just come out and tell their story or tell what happened to them because of people like that guidance counselor. Did she do anything about it? No, she did not do nothing about it. She was just like, well, can y'all get along or whatever, or just don't talk to each other for the remainder of your time here? Really? That's the solution? Like, so I was like, you know what? I got on the phone with my dad. I told him what happened. He was like, are you serious? Do you want me to come get you? I'll come get you now. And I'm like, nah, Dad, nah, I'm good. I'm not going to let them run me away. You know what I'm saying? I came here for a reason, so I'm going to accomplish what I came here for. And he was like, are you sure? And I was like, yes, I'm sure. He was like, all right, just as long as you're sure. If you need me, call me. I love you. And I hung up. And like days later, just having that stuff just replay and replay in my head. And it's like, even when you speak up about situation, nothing is done, you know, and you looked at like you a liar or oh, you wanted it or something like that. Like that really started to get to me. And I just took a handful of pills. And one of my friends, you know what I'm saying, came and she was like, Ebony, what's wrong with you? You look out of it or whatever. And my friend is like, look, she just took a whole bottle of pills. Y'all need to get her to the ER. You know what I'm saying? And by the time the shit clicked, because they was ghetto. When I tell you the nursing staff up there was ghetto, they really was. They was very unprofessional, very ghetto. And it's like, I could have died, honestly, because they didn't, you know, react and listen the way that they should have. But they got me to Grady. I ended up drinking that little Choco stuff. And I'm thinking I'm going to get to go back to campus and finish, you know, what I did. But they told me I can't come back because I'm a liability. Ladies, if someone is harming you physically, mentally, verbally, all of that, report it, leave them, let it go. And sexual assault is not okay in no shape or form. I'm 33 years old now, and I am a long, long ways from where I came from. And I have nobody to thank but the Lord and my current girlfriend right now. Because without the Lord and her, I honestly don't know where I would be right now. Honestly, I don't. Because I've been through so much, and you really don't understand how a lot of your past can affect you as an adult. Like things that happen to you when you little, you never really understand how big of an impact it will really have on you once you become an adult. The decisions that you make, the things that you do, is really based off of the things that you've been through in your past. That's the reason why you act this way. I wouldn't wish nothing that I went through for anybody. But I just wanted to tell that particular story because it wasn't as gruesome as some of my other stories where it comes to sexual assault and things of that nature. Don't forget to hit the like button if you like this video. You know what I'm saying? If you know somebody that has been through something similar or the same thing, you know, let them know that they're not alone. Just speak up, speak your truth. Don't keep silent. Speak up. Don't keep silent, because your story can help a lot of other women. And I hope my story helps somebody today. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, like I just said. Make sure you go like my couples channel. Link is in the description down below. Follow my social medias. It's also in the description down below. And right here and here. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. And make sure you tune in on Christmas Day because we got a new vlog coming. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for over 1K. Let's get the couples channel to 1K. Until next time.